Hello, hello, chat. We're doing a bit of Owen Benjamin content as per usual. See if we can find anything funny. Some of these tracks I really like, some of them I don't. It pisses me off.
They do the one thing they have.
Let him, let him cook. Let him cook. That's crazy. 1 second. Um. Okay, my bad. I was distracted. My bad, my bad. At least I have some good music in the background playing. This Gran Turismo shit is nice. Alright, let's get back to it. I love some of these and I want to dissect them as per usual. Per usual. Mm. 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 1 second. Not taking action. That's crazy. Fuck. Oh well. I'll figure that out later. Alright, my bad, guys. Ugh. If you're in the replays, you can always skip forward. I'm saying. We'll watch that again later. He's got such good poses. The hand, the frame. This is good framing. This is good framing. He's hitting that Zoolander. Also, him versus James True has got to be one of the most schizo 1 hour conversation you'll ever listen to. This shit goes on for like 12 parts. Each of them are look, there's one up here. Each of them are like an hour each. It's not healthy. Let me see if I can adjust this. Oh, there we go. This one is a classic. Let me pause the music. This one is a classic. I'm gonna take the time to enjoy it because that's how much of a second. Oops, let me take some of these screen act. That's on the screen, and the one in the corner here, corner right, is a classic, and we're gonna enjoy it and watch. I want to do some commentary on it.
How people in 1930 lost weight.
Cereal. No human being had a bowl of dry breakfast cereal prior to 1906. Cereal was invented by the Kellogg's brothers.
And I don't have any time, and I just had a crazy ass run in
This
today.
This has got to be one of my favorite videos. I wish I could go back and watch it like brand new. I wish this could be my first time watching this, because I tell you, I never laughed so hard. I want this man saying, because this man is absolutely just nuts. And the shit he does. Fucking kill me. Oh my, fucking kills me. Alright, let's get to this let's get to this video.
The post office with mass people. It was the first time that I didn't win the crowd.
Then
It was crazy.
This was during COVID, and he was big into like, oh, mask, no mask. He basically thought like we were going like civil war over like coronavirus, and he amped up his audience about government. So this is where he got the most donations, because he was in his psychotic, methed out, all the world's in the sky is falling ass phase. Oh, let me set up my thing here. Second, guys. Set up. Okay, it's working. All right. Ew.
And I don't have.
We'll just watch.
I don't have any time, and I just had a crazy ass run in today at the post office with mass people. It was the first time that I didn't win the crowd. It was crazy, guys. So I'm standing in line, waiting to get my package, because in the mailbox you get like these little slips.
Ah, fuck. All right. Give me 2 minutes. Be right back. Was that on a different tab? Oh, fuck me. Whatever. Stupid OBS. Be back. Hey. Oy vey. Let's get to it. Let's get this bread. Oh, let me pause the music.
That say you have to pick up a package. So I'm waiting in line, and there's like a line outside the lobby. You know, they only let 4 in, and all these disgusting, amazing, like just wretched baby boomers are standing in their line with their goggles on or their sunglasses and their masks. And of course, I'm not wearing one, and I'm standing just ringing the doorbell. You live, bro? Haha, good to see you, my friend. All right, you're in a timeout. Next time, you're banned for life.
Woo!
But I'm Desert Bear. No, don't say I lied.
Desert Bear.
Thank you.
He has little voices he does for his own fans. And each of them called themselves bears because he had this scam called Beartaria. This land that they were all gonna move to. Basically like a cult compound. And, you know, they all have bears in their name. And if they step out of line, they're fucking gone. He doesn't mind getting rid of them because there's always new idiots to farm.
You. So anyway, I'm waiting there. I'm a little jacked up right now. It was crazy, guys. I think things are gonna pop off here pretty soon. I don't see any other way around it. So
He spit on the camera.
Not in a lot of places, but in this area where I live, it's getting bad. You know, where it's like, so I'm waiting, and this one guy goes, "Wear the mask, you fucking idiot." Baby boomer, obviously. And I go, "No, I'm not going to wear a mask." And I was like, "Masks for criminals and perverts," and before I even could finish, this old Vietnam vet, this like little gremlin goes, "Put on a mask." And guys, I'm telling you, there's like hate in these people's eyes, like legitimate venom.
Okay.
And I'm like, "No, I'm not." And this guy goes, "My brother died of COVID-19. I go, "Well, I've had friends die from retards, and you don't see me mad at you." And I look for the laughs. No. Everybody was like, "Put on the mask." And I'm just standing there. I'm like, "I'm not putting on the mask." And so I'm ringing the bell. And finally, the people that work there, one of the employees, and they all like me. I mean, they all come. One of them comes to the door. And the guy's like, "Call the police on this motherfucker." Dude, it's bad. And these are like allegedly normal people. Allegedly. This isn't like, I'm not buying crack in Harlem, guys. This is like the post office in Gig Harbor, Washington. And so the people that work there are like, "Just give them the 6 feet or something." And the guy's in my face. Like, and I'm like, "If you thought the virus was real, you wouldn't be in my face." I'm like, "I'll never put on your thing." And this is what I said to him in front of everybody. I said, he goes, "Governor Inslee said," and then he made it political. He goes, "You Trump supporter piece of shit." He's like fuming. And there's like 8 of them. And they're all like, "Dude, it's popping." And I realized why they got so mad at me. When Joe Rogan goes, right. I wasn't upset. I was like fascinated the whole time. But it was a little jarring because I was just like, what else did I say to him? He goes, "Inslee said you got to wear the mask." I have a theory about it. I go, "If he said to put something deep in your asshole, would you do that too? Huh, motherfucker?" I got a little lippy.
Is that what,
probably shouldn't have. I haven't.
Is that what you told him? To like an old man? That's fucking hilarious. I'd pay any amount of money to get video footage of that bank or wherever he went to. It's just fucking hilarious.
New theory about it. I'm gonna start being like real Ali Damagar, like I mean no harm. I'm here in love and peace and joy. I'm literally gonna start doing that shit because I was like, so if he told you to shove something deep in there, big boy, would you take that right in your ass? Do you do everything the government tells you to do? And I go, "It's not a law. 28 million people just became homeless. You're getting hypoxia from the carbon." I'm like, "Back the fuck down." And then this other little gremlin was like, I was like, "Shut the fuck up." Like literally it was because they were screaming in my face.
Damn, crashed
And
out.
so the guy comes out, he's like, "Here's your package. What's your name?" I go, "I'm not saying my name in front of that fucking guy." I didn't say fucking though. I was being very polite to the people that work there. And so I left, and like the guy came out and I had to sign for it, and he was very apologetic. but it's bottom up. I'm telling you what I'm witnessing right now. I'm witnessing whores. It's not epic. I wish I didn't do that. Honestly, it's not. I know I'm the man. I'm hilarious. I can confront people.
Right.
I have a new thing where it's all about like, I mean you no harm. Where it's like, oh, this guy's upset. Is everyone upset? I'm telling you, dude, we got to like calm it down because these people are like, and they're cowards. I'm telling you exactly what it is. They're whores. So the government is their daddy and they need that check. And they're like, they're catfighting people that go against daddy. And these people they're all unhealthy. They're all baby boomers. And guys, the level of fear is amping up because guys, Social Security is done. Like it's over. There's no pensions. And so these people are like, you're the reason my brother died. The line I said was, they basically were calling me a murderer. And I'm like, I've had friends die from retards. You don't see me mad at you, but I was going to say, now that I've met you, I'm not going to rule out suicide. Give them nothing. But at the same time, it's getting to the point where it's like, I'm a giant dude. And these like 8 people were like, "Rrr." And then I back up my truck, and they're just from another store. There's all these like baby boomers in masks and goggles. Guys, it's like a horror movie. They're like, wear the mask. Wear the mask or daddy's going to get upset. They're lying anyway. I know, but it's like violence could erupt at any time.
Right.
At any time. Oh, there's zombies. Yeah. So me and Amy are really fucking pumped to get the fuck out of here because we can survive. We can be fine here and all that. But it's just, I hate being around evil people. Like they're evil. They're twisted. But here's the best part. This is why it's always worth it. So as I'm walking out, there's a dude more like my age and he's wearing a mask and he just goes like this and we fucking fist bump. And then another lady.
That literally didn't happen. You can tell by the way he's speaking that that's literally a story he made up to not seem like a crazy person who just yelled at a bunch of old people and then walked out. Oh yeah, there was this guy at the end who was like, who gave me a nod and like a fist bump, and we like, get the fuck out of here. Fake ass story.
This is something too that I'm seeing. Someone goes, vote out fucking Inslee. Like she had the other side also wearing a mask, mind you. So these two groups of retards are about to start going at it.
Right.
And one of them's like, do whatever Inslee says. The other one's like, vote out Inslee. And everybody's wearing a mask. And I'm like, I'm not putting one on because I'm not a fucking retard. Like I wasn't heated like feeding demons heated. I wasn't like feeding the darkness, but I was elevated. I was like, my pupils were probably dilated. But I didn't win the crowd. I won one guy. The Inslee lady, she probably didn't even see me. This is a skit. It's not though, guys. It's like, okay, so Social Security's done. And so these people, like the Vietnam vet with his stupid fucking vet hat, I was going to be like, you kill any farmers when you're over there? How about any kids? What it is they need daddy to
get
pay
his
him.
ass.
It's
get
all
that old
about
man.
the government being a pimp. And these are bottom bitches and whores just fucking catting. They're just clawing. You mad? You get my daddy mad. Don't you get my daddy mad? And guys, the level of consciousness out there baby boy. This one guy was like, "You're gonna get me killed." I was like, "Hopefully." It's just the beginning of the next few months of the election. Dude, it's going to get fucking wild. So shop in groups. Ladies, don't go anywhere without your husbands. The Muslims are right about a lot. Joe Rogan is so small he can't have fans in his house because they would sound like helicopters. I see Made by Jim Bob is avoiding the whole conversation by doing his shtick. They hate that we won't comply because they know it's only about kneeling down for them. Right, they're saying, don't make my daddy mad. I need money from daddy. But it was the first time I've not won the crowd. I see an animated post office short. Right.
That's doubtful.
Muzzy Brothers, no. Dude, ladies, don't go out without your husbands. I'm serious. It's fucking crazy. Guys, these are evil-ass, wicked people. Wicked. Their eyes are filled with venom and hate. They probably would have... Like, if someone had stabbed me, they would have been like, yes, kill him. Because what it was is I was standing there right in front of them for like 10 minutes. And I represent everything that they're envious of. I'm a 6'8", white, male, blue-eyed, unmasked dude who looks really happy like he just had a baby. And these are these perverted, bankrupt, greedy, festering pieces of shit.
Whoa.
And that dude, he lied right to my face. My brother died of COVID-19. Dude, I'm watching the Holocaust. This is how these narratives start.
The Holocaust.
Everybody's going to jump on board.
the Holocaust. That's good, Owen. I like that. I like that one.
That are like these festering psychopaths. And they'll be like, I lost everybody. I lost it. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Your brother probably killed himself because you're his brother. Dude, they actually hate you for your freedom. Hate. Oh, and want to know one of their lines? Oh my God, guys, you won't even believe it. And 3 of them said it. They're like, it's like what Matt from Quantum was saying. They're getting an upload. They kept going, freedom. Freedom. Guys, like one van could just plow them all over and no one would care. Yeah. Huh?
Oh. That's his wife.
No, why?
Or his beard.
I can email it to you. No problem. 1 second. 1 second, love.
Yeah, I gotta find that song. That shit is bumping. 1 second.
Dude, we just like had a great experience in a hospital, but like a DMV, a post office. These are like layers of hell. I swear to God. Wow, they made freedom a bet. Yeah, they go freedom, and they made it political. They go, you and Trump. I'm like, I mean, and they kept screaming, call the police, call the police. I'm like, they're on my side, and you defunded them, you fucking moron. Hang on, there's a smudge on my camera. Hang on 1 second. All right, so I just want to get that off my chest because it was wild, man. It was fucking wild. Freedom. And one of them was one of these old, grizzled, stupid vets, like these short, he's wearing a fucking, guys, he was wearing like, I should have recorded it. He was wearing like a tie-dye tank top.
Ooh.
Right.
Tie-dye.
They don't want anyone to be thriving because they live in fear. Right, but it's like the tensions are rising.
All right.
Maybe it's just because I live in a liberal state near Seattle. And it's fucking crazy out there, man. It's the first time that I felt like I might have to fight some people. I wouldn't have unless they came at me first. The last thing I would do is get in a violent altercation over one of these retards.
Yeah, you're pretty fat yourself, buddy.
The guy was like, you're a fucking, like literally got right in my face and started going, you're a fucking idiot. And I was just standing there like, I was just going like this. I was standing like how Marines stand, like shoulders back, just, and he was like, you fucking idiot. You fucking, and then, dude, and I looked at the line like this fucking guy, and they're all like, you fucking idiot. And I was just like, dude, the whole world's become an off-track betting fucking shop. The whole world is an OTB shop. All right. The funniest thing is a really good insult is like, you all look like Muslim women, but I don't want to, I find Muslims so infinitely more base now than any of these people that I don't even want to offend Muslim women. Like, my line of like, because that's a funny ass line, but it's like, I think Muslim women are right about a lot.
Owen Benjamin.
Because I want to be like, what, a bunch of Muslim women? But it feels wrong. I'm like,
peace be upon him. Owen Benjamin has found himself.
Peace be upon those Muslim women. That's just definitely real in Central California. Oh, it's getting crazy. Satan's burqa. That's a good one. But guys, I was chill.
Satan's
I was
burqa.
hilarious. I was like, good posture, and it did nothing. Like, I didn't even get out my, are you a criminal, master for criminals and perverts, which one? Like, and then I said, I can't breathe. I was like, it's against the law to force someone to wear a mask. They're like, you motherfucker. Like, dude, it was crazy. It's crazy. But it was like 8-on-1. Except for the one dude who fist bumped me. I usually like stories of success, stories of honor, victory. And I'm sorry I have to bring to you guys a story of just absolute shit. But that's what really happened. It was the first time I've had a mask interaction where I didn't walk away thinking I expanded minds.
I doubt that.
Or like got a lot of laughs. All right, I'm accepting every mask I get offered.
Is King here?
Dude, there's a good way to handle it. Don't
Okay.
wear the mask, but like being like, peace, man, much love. Like really keep your energy chill. That's what I'm gonna do in the future because they're fucking insane. Like they're zombies. Like they're mentally gone. They're like they act exactly like prostitutes. They're like, my daddy mad at you. My daddy mad at you. It's like, well, you should get married and have children. It's like my daddy mad. My daddy mad. Dude, I'm ready to take it to the next level of just total love. Like, just totally like, I understand. Thank you. Much love to you. I'm telling you, that's the next level we got to get to.
Buddha Owen. Owen
Because
the Buddha.
guys, they're mentally fucking gone. I'm just gonna start being like, much love, my friend. My brother died of this shit, and I'd be like, God bless your brother. I'm serious.
That's
Like I'm
kinda
gonna start being like,
psychopathic.
dude, much love, man. Much love. I mean you no harm. You sound upset. Listen, I get, dude. None of the, I think it's even more detached. Like it has to be like, dude, I'm sure your brother was a good man.
Woo!
Like, may he rest in peace, my friend.
Like a psychopath.
Dude, for real. Like we gotta escalate.
a
to,
detached, like a detached psychopath.
when they're like freedom, freedom, just start being like, I understand you're frustrated.
Yeah.
Let the dead bury the dead. Yeah. I failed this last interaction. You know, I know I'm a cocky fucker, but that's because I bat 1,000. I usually win. So this time I did fail. I did get that fist bump, but it's like I walked away being like, I did not elevate that room. I did not. I think I made a lot of people think they're gonna die and they didn't hear my proofs. I was like, dude, you guys are a part of an agenda that's making all these people homeless and out of work. You're breathing in your own carbon dioxide. They're like, you fucking moron. So, dude, I'm telling you, the next thing is like, much love, my friend. We're all on a journey.
Some of the things I really want to watch. Let's watch this one. Some of these I remember very.
Watch how
fondly.
coconut oil affects belly fat.
I gotta find ad
Coconut
block
oil is
for this stupid shit.
Or
For those of you that don't know, we paid a guy in advance, a guy named Adam, to shoot the festival, and he had all the footage. He then demanded us pay more money. He used the footage as a hostage situation. We refused. We didn't have the money. Like if people understood the margins we're operating on,
That's a lie, Owen. You scammed people for almost $500,000. What do you mean you didn't have the money? You just didn't want to pay the fucker. You just wanna. The guy took time out of his day to film your shitty ass fucking comedy set. You just refused to pay him like a fucking bastard. Oh, we didn't have the money. While he's like in a beautiful farm, you see that land behind him? You see that little section? That's all his. That's all his. His house is literally filled with clutter. It's like a damn I Spy book. This fucker's got so much stuff back there. Drum set, piano. Oh, we're on a hard time. Books he'll never read. Just a lying motherfucker. Pay the guy. Just pay your film programmer. Why would he lie? He's donated to you, bro.
they'd be very surprised. And so then he wouldn't give us our own footage that we paid for, and now he just slanders us as much as he can, and he's humiliating himself. I mean, guys, there's stuff that behind the scenes that have happened that I don't tell you guys because I don't actually want sympathy, and my job isn't to tell you all the bad things that happen in my life.
Gotta air them out.
And all the challenges. My job is to be funny and to bring you interesting things. Like, for example, Adam Camacho called the Sandpoint police on me a few weeks back because I stole his microphone. Bear in mind, he left the microphone at my house because I let him stay here.
I don't know what's funnier. Like, it's just so funny that he deals with the kind of people that who would call the police on you if you still I just wouldn't deal with those kind of people. But Owen just invites random strangers to his compound out of obligation for scamming them, for scamming them all, each of them out of $400 collectively, getting like $500,000 or something. It's just been a guilty walk ever since.
And we fed him and we paid him, and he called the police that I had stolen property. Bear in mind, we paid for the microphone.
Don't believe what he
Fortunately,
says.
I know the police, so I
he's
told
a
them the
habitual liar.
situation. And
Don't believe most of what Owen's saying. I swear to God, there's footage of him saying one thing and then the exact other in court. He's just a liar. He's just a habitual liar. I just don't believe anything he's saying. He can't help but like, he's so dumb. You can almost hear the hamster running on the fucking the hamster wheel, just spinning in his head as he tries to make up whatever bullshit for why he can't pay this guy what he owes him for filming his shitty comedy set.
And I wrote to Adam. I said, I will mail you anything you want, but you have to pay up front for.
How about you give me my fucking money? I don't want your mail. How about you send me moolah for recording your shitty stand-up, Owen? No, I'll mail you a CD of my tunes. No, thank you. I want the cash that I'm fucking owed, you cheap fuck. Owen's just such a sly little Owen Benjamin, man. Shit, his audience calls him Owen Benjamin man sometimes as an insult, and he bans him because he's such a he goes on about Jews, but at the same time it's just so funny. It's just so funny to me.
For the postage because you're a liar and a thief.
Okay, man.
Yeah, it's $1 million migrant. Yeah, so no response. He then does all these interviews with these like 100 people listen. You know, he's like a Reddit gammon now. And he just makes up lies, like makes no sense. Threatening to sue me for racism, like insane. Okay. But I don't tell you guys that because it's just stupid. So we had all this footage. The guy said we had to like pay him way more money and say he owned it or else he wouldn't give us the footage. So we said, fuck you. And now he just slanders us and is insane. So we had no footage of the festival. It was like pretty heartbreaking, but onward, you know, we just keep moving. Everything's just, when I said God, what I meant there, I'm not saying I'm on like God's mission or this isn't religious. Like, I don't want people to misunderstand that. It's not like, I'm representing God. What I'm doing is saying that the obstacles are from God, which is a big shift in perspective where it's like, okay, we're not allowed to have our footage. So what does God want us to do because of this? Like, this has to be a good thing somehow. Or we can't work with Adam Camacho anymore. He got all of our money. And he's slandering us. Why is this good? Maybe it's better now than when we make a lot. Maybe it's better now than before we destabilize Hollywood even more. You understand?
The word you're looking for, Owen, are cope and seethe. I think that's what you're going through. You're coping and seething. Oh, you not paying this guy, then him airing out your dirty laundry on all these talk shows. Like, that's crazy, Owen.
Like, that's how I view things. And with the unauthorized payment processor going down and me not knowing what's happening, and that's pretty much most of my income, I just see it, despite the stress, as what does this mean? Like, this is for a good thing, you know? And so, and it's so funny, on the same day I'm thinking that, I get a few of these videos with footage of the festival, and it's not going to be, I mean, the footage we had was unreal. We recorded all of the talks.
I don't believe
all
you.
of the presentations, interviews with bears.
Just a liar.
Polar Bear bringing me the bike, the wedding, the kids playing in the field, the food, the vendors, the local police.
Now that we don't have footage of the festival, it's this magical fairyland. Oh, this was happening. There was rainbows. The trees were were full of fruit, and we were picking them, and there was this rainbow, and it was unicorns left and right. Ah, guys, you guys should have seen it. Ah, but you know, this dickhead, blah 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 blah. Come on, Owen. It's some muddy dirt field. With you, I've seen the footage, Owen. The footage is out there. We've seen the footage. It's him on this like dirt poor, fucking like box on a stage, speaking to barely a crowd and doing shitty comedy where almost no one can hear him. It's fucking hilarious. Mosquitoes everywhere. The ground's never been redone. It's just rocks and weeds and shit like that. Come on, Owen.
You know, it was like it was epic what we had, and then we got none of it. We lost all the money, and then on top of that, this he's called the police on me in Sandpoint. It's like batshit crazy ex-girlfriend, you know, just mentally ill. Yeah, tomato throw. Our families, my mom there.
Oh.
Like, it was a big event for my life. That's why I don't get scared when these things happen, when the attacks come, when there's just violent shifts and slander and someone you think you trust turns. And bear in mind, if we had Adam's footage, which we paid for, it's unbelievable. The documentary we could have made was so I'm way more excited. I was more excited about that than my special, because the story I'm telling here, we had on tape. Like, I was in the field talking to people, and you saw where jokes came from. It'd be like a back and forth, and then you'd see me working on it, and it like showed the creative process, how a community can tell their bard.
The dumb fuck can't even write his own jokes. He's getting shitty jokes from his shitty fans to retell them, to regurgitate back to them. Oh, fuck.
Their life, and then how I would make it a joke, and then everyone would benefit from it. That like circle of energy I've never seen in a documentary. And it's like those conversations. I mean, I'm so glad that John made this, but we had like me and that feel like talking to everybody about their life, about, you know, and I would make it a joke that I told.
Shut up, Owen. Let's get to the funny part.
A couple people carried the theme. I have no ill will towards Jim Bob. Hope he's doing well. But Jorts will never be looked at the same. And we had fun with it.
Yeah. He had a falling out with Jim Bob. And because Jim Bob wore pants that were a little bit too short, jean shorts, there's some random guy making fun of like Jim Bob. And it's crazy. These are just random people from the internet that he's got up. Most of them crazy. It's fucking hilarious.
Glad we have content from that weekend. Yeah. And it's like, it's a blessing that for whatever reason, it's a blessing that we don't have that movie. And we can't see it in linear time. But what Adam did, what was a blessing, we just don't fully see it yet. I've seen that over and over and over and over again in my life, to the point where I am becoming less rattled by it. I would never welcome them into my life, but on a spiritual level, I would be like pumped, because I imagine hell to be a place where no one has a sense of humor. Like, there is no humor, there is no laughter, there is no acknowledgement of reality.
Imagine saying this as like a cult leader.
This like stabbing, arguing, hypocrisy all the time. I doubt Rimjob has genuinely smiled in months. Yeah, and if you look back, when I was saying what was going to happen to him, it all happened. You know, I was like, this is bad for him. Like, his life's going to go really south. Like, remember when Rimjob used to have a good sense of humor? He was the one who told me he would make fun of his wife for being Asian and talk about how they had slaves in Singapore. It's on video. Like, we would do streams together, and he'd make fun of his wife's family, like, oh, I have slave in closet, oh. And we'd laugh, and then I'd make fun of my dad, or I'd make fun of, you know, my life, and we'd make fun of how I'm just a big dumb giant or something. It's
You called his wife a whore and then threatened to blackmail them over the phone. What do you mean it's the same thing, Owen? I didn't forget. Like, Owen crashed out on this dude's wife and it's like, what? What? We used to make jokes. Owen, you fucking psychopath. This is not the same thing. Jesus Christ.
It's like you have a sense of humor. The things
Sense
that
of
they
humor.
pretended that I was so out of line about and how dare you, he used to laugh at. And then he changed like bang and became this like Christian zealot freak.
You've changed, man.
Yeah, there you go. Owen Benjamin.
You've changed, man. Wow, they called your wife a whore and blackmailed you guys with pictures one time. What? I'm not a good guy anymore. I'm not a good friend. You've changed. You've changed, man.
How this always ends. Yeah. And so I've seen this a lot in my life where you see someone that has no self-perception, can't say they're wrong, can't say they're sorry.
Ooh.
And it's just like their life gets so bad.
Projection.
Pause, look at that pause, let her sneako. This is just humiliating. The trolls are going to have a field day with this. They're already just squirting.
Guys, I want to say thank you to Milker Nation because he has these videos tagged. Owen streams every day for hours, and some of the streams are really funny, some of them are really boring, and I used to watch a lot of them, and I had most of the good ones I find through these tags. So this was from February 22nd, 2024. We might take a chance to check out this stream because I remember this stream. I watched it myself. This was before I started streaming. He had bad connection problems because this is dummy can't figure out his way around anything. So the internet's gonna be super hard for them, especially with Codington not being around, his butt buddy. I think on this stream shit just kept cutting out, and he was pissed that the trolls were in the chat and like recording him. He was pissed. He was making a fool of himself, and it was probably gonna end up on Reddit. Ooh. Let's watch.
I lost unauthorized. And now it's like, oh, he can't even do a live stream. He can't. It's all falling apart for him. I bet his wife leaves him. I deal with this shit all day long. All I need is just some goddamn updates. Oh, looks good. Oh, do this. Oh, it's down. Oh, unauthorized is down. Oh, it's back up again. Meanwhile, I'm just like, I'm just going to be the laughing stock.
Oh.
Of every comment section of everything that I'm not allowed to go on.
He's giving this rap, but it keeps like stuttering because his thing's so shit. It fucking kills me.
I'm just gonna be the laughing stock of every comment section of everything that I'm not allowed to go on. But why would anyone know how that feels? Oh, then why don't you go correct the record? They don't let me on the shows, and I'm not even allowed on YouTube. I can't even respond. They just get to sit around and be like, look at how gay he is. Look, he lost his mind. His wife left him. He killed his dog. Oh, don't you know? He stole all this.
He ran over his dog. Oh shit, I forgot when he ran over his dog. Oh my god, how would that slip my mind? This dummy. This dummy backed up and like ran over his dog and like cried about it on stream the next day. It fucking killed me. We have to check that one out, guys. Emergency sidetrack. Jesus Christ. Let's watch the video of him crying about the time he ran over his dog. Where the fuck is my fucking video? Not even that, dude. Where the fuck is there we go. Shit kills me. He really ran over his dog and I forgot about it. One sec. I'm gonna find the video, guys. I don't even know where to begin to look because it gets taken off of YouTube. So I have to, maybe hopefully Milker Nation has it. Oh god, that's too funny. I literally forgot they ran over his dog and cried about it. Let's go watch that. Owen Benjamin. Dog. Was come on. Gotta spell this right. Fuck. Well. That's nice. Am I spelling his dumbass name wrong? Oh, I probably am, aren't I? Benjamin. Yeah, I am. Benjamin. That reminds me, he looks like Tintin. Hello. Ooh, where's the dog video where he ran over his dog? Fucking please, God, let me find the video. Oh. That's not it. Oh, fuck, dude. I'm really not finding it. 1 second, guys. I gotta check out these other sites. I'm gonna find that video. Odyssey. Maybe it's on here. Thank God for other sites other than you. God. Come on. Runs. Okay, this is this isn't the video, but this is a guy who went over the video. Might still be in there. Still be in here.
First off, big rest in peace to Owen Benjamin's dog.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know if George is still around, if he's still nursing.
Probably fucking dead.
White Claw, Bud Light wounds, punch wounds, being thrown around, beaten, punched in the nose. I'm not that. Just a little too much.
Where's the fucking video? Ugh. My God, I'm not finding it. Fuck. Okay. Oh well. He ran over his dog. If I ever find the video, I'll play it. But I don't think I will. Unless... type in dog dead. Let me see if it's on YouTube. Oh, kill me. And put on the music again. That guys. So there we go. Oh yeah, he doesn't treat his dog too well either. It wasn't the dog he ran over. It wasn't that one. Ah, okay, it's definitely not on YouTube. That sucks. Let's get back to it. Oh well.
Money. And I'm not even allowed on the platforms to respond. And now I can't even make money on my own fucking site. And they're like, yeah, finally, people that I used to trust are now rooting for me and my family's complete demise for no goddamn reason. They're like, oh, well, you got to pay. You got to pay for how you treated poor Jim Bob. Unfucking real, man. Dwangerous Bear says, hey, BB, just want to comment on last stream. You didn't go too hard on the cameraman. A lot of bears that couldn't make the festival were counting on the documentary. I was looking forward to it and really wanted to see it. He sucks. He completely sucks. He deserves worse if you ask me. Thieves and liars get no pass. Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, it's insane. Like, we paid him for footage that he stole and now is trying to... it's insane. It's just insane behavior. But I'm always trying to improve myself and how I interact with gammas. Because gammas hate authenticity. Like, they don't believe that someone's authentic. They always project an ulterior motive. You know, they always, insist that someone's secretly something else because that's how they are. And when you publicly embarrass a gamma, they kind of never stop. And so I've been really weighing, my role in gamma wars. Because I notoriously just publicly humiliate gammas. And then I have to deal with them forever until they take too much fentanyl or go to jail. And so, and gammas hate me because I take so many risks. I'm so transparent. I don't hide anything. I don't have any alternative agendas. I'm not afraid to fail. And that drives them insane. Like, they go so crazy with me that, I'm always thinking about how to be a better guy. Even some of the religious stuff that I try and stay away from now. But, Owen Benjamin said the Trinity sounds gay because it's two guys and a ghost. I know that week, the Trinity stuff really pissed off some big supporters of mine.
It's Christian
I know
audience didn't like that.
Because it sounded like I was mocking their God or their religion, and it sounded like I was saying Jesus is gay.
You were.
But if you actually say it out loud, it's actually not, it's just funny. Like, and I realize I've learned over the years where it's like, is it necessary to do those jokes? Like, do I have to just piss people off? No. Like, religion doesn't, it's like, why not argue about the moral positions or like the actual things? Like, to attack the religion, the religious belief is not as fruitful as people think, because a Trinitarian and non-Trinitarian can have much closer morality than two people in the same religion that just have different morality. So like, I don't need to go at religion because it's not as important, and it causes these major fights between people that agree morally. But if you actually say it out loud, like, there's an innocence to that joke that was misrepresented by a lot of people, with the Trinity sounds gay. Where's the woman? You got two guys and a ghost, two males and a ghost. What is that? A steam room in San Francisco? Like, I'm not ashamed of that joke. It's, two guys and a ghost is really funny. Yeah. It'd be one thing if I was like, Jesus is gay. Like, I never did that. I never did that bit. I was making fun of how there's no women in the Trinity. If you have three like units of a one thing and there's no female representation, sounds gay. Yes, your flowing authenticity is what makes the stream great. Yeah, and I'll always do that.
Evan's just a sausage party.
Oh, Benjamin said, Lord Jesus, God is gay. I'm like, maybe you were tricked, and I'm sorry you feel that way. That's my new thing. It's like, maybe you were told that or you didn't understand the joke. But no, I don't. I obviously don't think Jesus is gay. I was probably flying a little close to the sun on that one.
No kidding.
But, that's kind of what I do. You mocking the Trinity brought me closer to God.
Oh, that makes no sense.
It's authentic. It's like, I just go with the flow. And I don't mean anything bad by it. My intention checks out. Like, my intention is good. EMJ was deaf. Yeah, E. Michael Jones, it took me 2 minutes to explain it to him. He was like, I've heard you call Jesus gay. Like, he was like offended. And I was like, no, the bit was it's two guys and a ghost. That sounds gay. Like, I'm not saying Jesus is gay. I'm saying, hypothetically, if someone says you have two males and a ghost, there's no woman, gay. And this is when I'm going to get to the IQ. Because a lot of times I assume malice when it isn't malice. And I swear to God.
You have to be high IQ to understand that I'm not calling Jesus gay. I'm just saying hypothetically the situation of two guys and a ghost could be seen as gay. You have to be high IQ to understand what I'm saying.
God, I'm going to get better at that. When I get horrible pushback, like someone's just going nuts on me online, and I'll think, oh, they're trying to harm me. They're trying to harm what I'm doing. They're a troll. They're working for somebody. And that's reasonable for me to think because of my past. Okay? A lot of times they don't understand. Like they don't have the ability of understanding the type of comedy I'm doing. And one reason why a lot of people are so happy in the Bears, like people get a bear name, they love the meetups, they meet a lot of good friends, is because there is an IQ element to this group. And so when I'm doing my comedy, it attracts people with a higher processing speed. And it's just a fact because there is a natural cutoff. Now, a lot of people can like the same music. Like someone with a 170 IQ or someone with an 80 IQ can both like the Rolling Stones.
His mommy told him
but
he had a
with what
140
I'm doing,
IQ.
Sub 90
He
can't
believed the dumb
possibly
bitch.
understand it. And so they're not here. In fact, a lot of them get really mad. Like, I'll give you an example of the cameraman, like Adam, that whole situation. Me and some guys were talking about it. Like, there is a really high chance that he doesn't have the mental capacity to understand how our business was working or like what he was doing with us.
Yeah, you hired him?
I'll explain. Because it seems like, so he was like, I know you have more money to pay me because I'm doing so well with the documentary. I see all the money coming in. You buy all this land. People give you thousands of dollars.
They do.
You have all of this money. Give me more money. Even though we have a contract where you give me this amount a month and blah, blah, blah. You have more money. I know you do.
Blah, blah, blah,
Pay
he
me
says.
more money. And we're like, Adam, that money is for the land. That money isn't up for grabs for you. We can't take that for ourselves. We can't give it to you. We can't do that. Okay? That isn't ethical and it's not, we couldn't, like that isn't functional. We have this amount to pay you. You agreed on it. We budgeted that. And now we expect you to give us the documentary when it's over. He's like, but when we signed that contract or we agreed upon that contract, I now see you have more money. So you should give me more money or else you don't respect my work.
Is that what happened?
Do you understand where there may be like a mental problem here? Greed is a sin that I don't see many in the bear community afflicted by. Criminality can be really, really stupid. Okay? He seems like a greedy fuck. Yeah, no. I mean, that's greed, but he didn't I have a sneaking suspicion that he doesn't understand what I'm saying. Yeah, dumb and immoral is a terrible combination. Okay, dumb and immoral is absolutely fucking crazy. And so it's like, no, when we get donations for the land, that we don't just, like, imagine if you're so dumb that you just see money and you're like, great, more money. You just grab it. And that's why so many people are poor. That's why so many people are broke. And then they just blame rich people. They go, oh, it's because of you guys, because you guys are rich. It's because you hold me down. And it's like, no, you literally can't drive past a casino without going in and losing all your money because they think, oh, I have $100. If I go in there and bet it, I can get $200.
Right.
And then if I get that, I can bet it and get $400. When statistically speaking, the longer they play, the more it becomes an absolute fact that it will go to zero. But they don't understand that. They don't understand statistical probability. And then they lose their money and they go, well, I need more money then to get my money back. And they think that they can take that money and go to the, and then they're just always broke, always in debt, always a victim. And they literally don't understand why. He wasn't growing and learning. He was copying you. Yeah. He was mimicking me because he was like, I want his life. He gets alpaca. I will get alpaca. He doesn't like jerking off. I will not jerk. It's like, that isn't growth. And there is a type of intelligence and a type of like twisted morality that's like, I will copy what he's doing to get his life when they don't even understand what they're doing. Had a cleaner tell us she wasn't making enough money when she got $30 an hour on a clean when the median hourly is $15 an hour here. Yeah, I mean, Adam Camacho made way more money on my special than I did. I didn't make any money on that.
Oh.
See, this is another level of intelligence. Okay, but what do we get from it? What do we get from that special? So I lost thousands of dollars on it. I paid my family to go. I did not take any ticket prices. We put it back into the festival. There's an IQ that like can't understand that. Where they're like, but I did work, I need money. And it's like, no, but the festival is way better if I put that money back into it. And we don't have the resources to have a great festival and for me to make money on it. And think about what that special does now. The intangibles,
Does it go on
the
like
abstract.
this the entire time? Oh, wait. This is a new one. This is like a new day. Nice.
The festival. There's a lot that is completely unnecessary. You know, like it's like, yeah, was it his behavior? Yeah. Was I fair to respond to him trolling all my listeners saying that they all want to suck my dick? And then there's people who are like, no, but money though. And you're like, and there is a disconnect. When me and Jim Bob started fighting like aggressively, that was completely unnecessary.
Funny. It was funny.
You know, like it's like, yeah, was it his behavior? Yeah. Was I fair to respond to him trolling all my listeners saying that they all want to suck my dick and I'm like a big fat fraud but yeah.
You are.
Yeah, I actually hated him and it showed. Yeah, I hated Jim Bob during that fight.
Yeah,
I
man.
did hate him.
Relax.
And hatred isn't funny. And you know, the Jorts bits and all that are all great, but it's like I wanted him to suffer.
Oof.
And that's dark.
That is dark.
And that's it's just not good. It's like, it's lower,
vibrations.
like I don't hate Adam Camacho. I just think he's revolting and really fucked us over. Like, no, he didn't fuck us over. We made mistakes with him. It's hard to forgive Jim Bob ever since he called our sweet Toronto Jewberry a dirty pig. That's the only thing I like that he ever did. When he called Toronto Jewberry a dirty pig was pretty funny. I mean, Jim Bob didn't mean it to be funny, but I thought it was great. Because Toronto Jewberry can act like a dirty little pig sometimes. No, that was one of the only redeeming things Jim Bob's ever done. Fuck them both in my opinion. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Fuck them both in my opinion. Like I don't feel bad for them.
Owen's
I don't,
losing
like,
friends.
I would never, you know what I'm saying? I just, holding hatred isn't good for me. And
While
it's not
being
good for the
surrounded by
community. I feel like
psychopaths.
Rimjob has lost the ability to be funny. Oh yeah.
Fans.
He's been punished for what he's done. You know, he lost his humor. He has no sense. I mean, think about how mythologically insane that is. It's like you lose your humor. Think about the punishment that Jim Bob has been given for his horrible behavior. And I'm not saying I didn't have horrible behavior and I received punishments. Yeah, but not like that. He lost his humor. It's like going blind. It's literally like going blind. Like imagine if you're a comedic meme guy and you no longer understand comedy. I dislike Adam more than Rimjob. How do you go to two festivals, see how objectively good they are? No, God. Rimjob brought his family to my house. He went to Ursa Rio. He knows
What's his name? I forget the other Owen Benjamin channel. Fuck. Johnny Arcade. Guess he's not there. Fuck. Guess his videos aren't here. Whatever. Milker Nation's the last bastion. We'll watch these. We'll watch some of these because they're funny. But let's see. We'll open that in the background for later. They took footage of him crying about his daddy and put it in the thumbnail next to him crying about troll channels on YouTube. Hilarious. I'm gonna see. Oh, they put on the music. My bad, guys. This is a compilation of him, his audience telling him he's been getting fat. Let's watch that for later. Is him abusing his dog. I don't know what's that one. Oh, this is him going on about David cutting off Goliath's foreskin after he killed him, and when he read that part of the Bible, and it fucking kills me. Let's watch this one.
Worst breakfast for your waistline.
Oatmeal's healthy, right?
There's nothing good in oatmeal. Most
Shut
of us
up, Boba.
cross-react.
Owen, I'm writing after just hearing your tirade against David on Thursday night. I'll keep it brief. David was a man after God's own heart, and the fact his sins were forgiven is just another Mr. Miyagi moment from the Old Testament, which we should learn from. Want to know what else we should learn from? Not biting a dead guy's dick. I understand, though. I'll keep reading. The covenant that God made with David foreshadows the same forgiveness that God is also willing to show us today. So why can't we forgive fucking Goliath for having a monster dick? These Old Testament events are always examples for Christians to learn from. Still, you weren't in much of learning mood Thursday night, so I just logged out early. Try to get a quick crank out. I know you were trying to slay a sacred cow, but the fact that God chose David had less to do with David and more to do with our own sinful... Do you bite dead dicks? This is so creepy. By the way, next time you can throw a fucking tip in your letter.
Yeah, man. I'm not reading this shit for free.
If you want me to read your bullshit, next time you can put some cash in the fucking letter, you cheap fuck. I still wanted you to hear... Okay, you logged out. Wow, you're so strong. You're a big, strong man. I know you were trying to slay the... David had less to do with David and more to do with our own sinful generation, which unbelievably can still find forgiveness. David bit the tip of a dead man's dick off. Then he fucked his soldier's wife and murdered him and her. He's like Ted fucking Bundy. Maybe we can get forgiveness for having to live in our baby boomer parents' debt, just like David, who is a serial killer, a sexual sadist, he did necrophilia. He liked to fuck with a dead fucking dick. And he was a rapist and a murderer. Did I mention murderer? Man, the worst thing about Christianity are Christians.
Woo!
unbelievably can still find forgiveness if only they would turn back to God, just like David did after he bit the dead dicks. Dude, I'll never let up on this. This is weakness. This is fucking weakness. I'm a comedian mocking something hysterical in the Bible. You take the time to send me a letter without any fucking tip in it? I know why. You like to keep the tips, don't you? Don't you? You can't put a tip in the envelope? Oh, Owen's begging for money. No. This is deeper than that. This dude likes to keep the tips. You like to take the dead guy's tips too?
Yeah.
Foreskin soup out of it, you sick fuck?
Yeah.
People that are always like, if this person can kill everyone and rape everyone and bite dead dicks, then anyone can be forgiven if they simply turn to God. What have you done? I think anybody that bites the tip off a dead man's dick is not cool with me. I will never look up to them. It's one thing if you've murdered people or shot people or abandoned families. Dude, tip dick dead biting is not on the table. Then you're probably biting dead dick tips.
Dick tips.
I hope you find repentance on this issue because rooting for Goliath simply because he was tall sort of misses the point. Still, remnant bear. Hey, you really are a remnant.
Ooh. Get his ass.
I don't really want you around here anymore, remnant bear. I think that you make everybody really uncomfortable.
Banned.
And I hope you find repentance. You arrogant little bitch. Oh, how dare you? Look at Owen with all his anger. No. It's called lines in the sand. Maybe you should look into it. Maybe you wouldn't keep being abused. Watch pornos with your little ball gag on and your fucking cuck priest. Maybe you would actually have some balls and your wife wouldn't hate you and your kids wouldn't stay the fuck away from you because they hate you. That is Pastor Bear's buddy? Of course it is. They probably have sex with each other, don't they? Hey, Remnant Bear, what are you and Pastor Bear fucking hiding? Next time you send me a letter, put some money in it. And you bring nothing to the table. Nothing. You're just a dirty pervert looking around for some forgiveness, for some endless moral relativity, huh? Spin. Spin that globe. Spin the dreidel. Dreidel, I made you out of clay. Get the fuck out of here. I'm making sure you're not in the fucking... I'm making sure you're not on my fucking Christmas list.
Oh. Not the Christmas list.
You keep your sick shit to yourself.
Ooh.
You know I don't like talking about theology. You want to tell me that I'm the bad guy because this little piece of shit, David, king, he shouldn't have been king. The whole lesson God was saying, I think, because I have the right to think for myself, you little cuck, is that you should not allow little grabblers to become kings because they bite giant dicks off. You'll never get a Christmas card from me.
Oh.
Cheap fuck. Your tip to me was moral condemnation from your little perv perch whacking off on the world, huh, you little grabbler. By the way, and I don't care if people don't tip me if they don't have money. I don't care at all. But if you're going to do your little moral condemnation shit and you don't tip, I know what you do with the tips. You probably rub them on your face after you bite them off the dead guy's dicks, huh? I'm just kidding. No one needs you. No one fucking needs you. You're dead weight. Chad's loving it. I'm throwing my people red meat. Eat up the red meat. Fresh horses for my men. It's enjoyable in this world of cucks and liars and hypocrites to see someone just rip someone apart. I'm not mad. Hang on a second. 45. Heart rate 45 right now. 44. 43. 43. Very calm. Not angry at all. I just don't like getting letters from Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm not angry, buddy. If you were around me or my family, I'd be a little angry. I'd kick you right in the ass. I'd kick you right in the ass until you got off my property because I wouldn't trust you around anyone's dead dicks. If you're friends with Remnant Bear, go ahead, be friends with him. I just think just guys, if you fall asleep, cover the penis. We have to flog a traitor every now and then. I know how to lead men. Every now and then you'd have to say, men, I caught this man logging off in the forest. What do we do with him? They're like, kick him in the ass. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's called leadership, Remnant Bear. And nothing's better than to find a nice churchian cuck to just gut.
Ooh.
Oh, there's someone who also tipped me, by the way, Remnant Bear. He is adding to the conversation. He's like, hey, Owen, I have some gravy to add. What did Remnant Bear say? Hey, Owen, I know you've heard this 10,000 times now, but you should lighten up on the necrophiliac giant dead dick biter and rapist and murderer. And listen to me. Hopefully you can find forgiveness because if he could be forgiven, everyone could be forgiven. Maybe by God, but not by me. God can forgive whoever he wants. God is the all-merciful. I understand that. There's always a path back to him. But you should still probably die for that. People have to stop being so goddamn forgiving in their life. It's not up to you to forgive people. It's up to God. You think you're strong by getting on all knees and letting someone fuck your ass. You're not strong. You're weak. You're lukewarm. You're a coward. Maybe the entire story of David is to test and see if someone says, hey, it's weird that they bite a dead guy's dick. I hope you can actually read this. Oh, Remnant Bear isn't sorry for his handwriting. Thanks for the gravel for my babble. Unlike Remnant Bear, who gives nothing, says nothing, only ridicules, and then sits in his little fucking hellhole. Christians ruin Christianity. They really do. A lot of them do. They make it almost impossible. Most Christians will rot in hell, right? I'm not going to say that, but it's pretty fucked up how people think they can talk to other people. My house, my stream. Remnant Bear is such a fucking ingrate. Dick biters. Dick biters. Dear Owen, I'm writing because of a great concern, worry, pain that came over me yesterday. I haven't listened to the stream in quite some time. Here we go. Oh, okay. As I've joined the Army, have been away in training, but even though I haven't watched in a while, I've still thought of you from time to time and shared your comedy and philosophy with my wife from time to time. Yesterday, your comedy and memories of your shows and streams crossed my mind, and I Googled you to see what's new. What came up frightened and troubled me dearly. Claims of anti-Semitism and genuine... Okay. I found that the story
funny.
Google told was a drastic misrepresentation, slander, making these claims
It's
of
not.
horrific bigotry.
It's not.
All right, and shaming people, alcoholism. I was relieved to find it was untrue. Nevertheless, I write
Alcoholism.
you an encouragement and love, praying you continue to walk a good path. Hopefully you don't murder too many people in the Army, you little fuck. A friend from Columbus, Georgia. You're in the Army, worried about me? Yeah, you're a foot soldier for Zion.
Okay, bro, relax.
I think I'm fine. It worried me greatly. What came up on the Google machine was troublesome. All right. No tip. A friend from Georgia. What do you guys think that was? Do you think that was a concerned troll retard actually in the Army? Or do you think it was just a full-blown troll?
It was a troll.
What do you guys what's your heart say on that one? I want to hear Kung Fu. What do you think? Should I read the rest of the letter? Hang on a second. I want to read the rest of it. We got to analyze. I was
it's
relieved to
bugging him
find it was
now.
untrue. Nevertheless, I write you an encouragement and love, praying you continue to walk a good and just path. Says the guy in the Army. I wish you and your family well, good health and fortune to you all, and for you I pray continued. Guys, if anybody that's been a fan of mine for the last 3 years know that I've always called an anti-Semite. Troll for sure, no logos. Right, but is he actually in the Army? All right. A friend and brother in Christ. God, resolve and resonate discernment. Fight off the forces that aim to lead you astray by planting hate in your heart. If your hand leads you to sin, cut it off. For it is better you should lose your hand than be cast into hell. Are you going to do that when your hand is told to shoot a dude in the head that didn't do anything to you? You think troll? Sophistry BS? Right, but are they doing it to themselves?
Yeah.
Troll not a soldier either? Yeah, I don't think there's a chance there's a soldier. He's got woman's handwriting. Yeah, it's interesting though. I believe in your wisdom and strength, and by no means am I implying weakness or naivety. Yeah, says the guy who doesn't leave his name or address. I think it's a real letter. I do too. A lot of SJWs in the Army. I imply weakness or naivety in your part, but even the strongest among us require support of the Lord and our brothers in fellowship. I'm not your brother in fellowship. You're not my brother. You think it's from a Zio Internet Defense Unit? Best wishes for your family and homestead, a friend and brother in Christ. Do you guys think it was a Jew?
Ooh,
Theo Vaughn pretending to be a soldier?
a Jew.
I feel honored though if the ADL or those people are starting to send actual letters. That's from the ADL. You really think so?
No.
A soldier like that would be dumb, but he doesn't seem dumb. Seems contrived. I was relieved to see it wasn't true. Yeah, but see, that's the thing is then they're like it wasn't true. Zio Defense Unit baffling. I would say definitely from Army, but naive. Yeah. No, ADL. Yeah, there's people that are that stupid. There's a ton of people that are that retarded. Like tons. Dude. Guys, you have no idea. It's fucking insane. Oh, what do we have here? Piece of silver for the bear.
Money.
Remnant Bear kept his silver. Hilarious. Owen, holy shit, I was shocked to find my letter last week about David offended you so much. I never imagined it would have brought on such a strong reaction that you... guys, I don't even remember who this is.
Lamau, you already forgot.
This is amazing. That you even took the time to remove me from your Christmas list.
Ooh.
I didn't remove you from my Christmas.
Yes, you did.
I was joking.
There you are.
Kind of. I'm making sure you're not on my fucking Christmas list. I didn't remove you from my Christmas. I was joking. Kind of. I don't know. I don't care. Still, I do not apologize for anything I said in that letter, as it was true as I could make it, but neither do I stay where I am not welcome. Sir, per your request, I have deactivated the Remnant Bear account at DLive, and I have blocked all content associated with your streams on all my platforms. Baby boomer alert. I now make you a solemn vow to never bother you again as you write me a letter. As you never bother you again, as I can honestly say that I have never felt more hatred from a group of people in my life. You even said you were now tossing me into the pack as a fresh kill for everyone to feast on. Dude, I barely remember that.
As a fresh kill.
Hilarious. I know, it's amazing. Holy shit, yeah.
Fresh kill.
I'm out of here, man. He wrote out, I don't even know if there's a man or a woman.
The
Holy
man.
shit, comma, yeah, comma. I'm out of here, man, semicolon. But I do have one last request. I've tried to cancel my subscriptions at unauthorized.tv, but there doesn't seem to be a cancellation page and no contact information. Maybe someone could set one up? Anyways, no worries. I'll not bother you any further.
No cancellation page.
Formerly, Remnant Bear. I vaguely remember reading a letter that pissed me off, and I like crumpled the envelope and said, "You're off my Christmas list." Maybe he was the log off guy. He logged off. His name's Remnant Bear. Remnant Bear is a fresh set of tonsils in the 50s. Hilarious. He spiraled about David. Oh, he's a dick biter. He was a how dare you dick biter. How dare you. No, this is all real. Let's read it again. And he sent me back my Christmas card. Yeah, I'm not going to show you his
Get fucked.
Spiral. Look how nice my Christmas card was. Keep crushing. My nice family. So he sent it back to me as like a real fuck you to me.
Yep.
And this is a real Christian man. He sent me back my Christmas card with my family. Keep crushing with my, because I took the time. I spent like $4,000 or $5,000 sending everyone Christmas cards just so everyone could have a nice card on Christmas. And he was like, you know what? No. Fuck you, Owen. Holy shit, I was shocked to find that letter last week about David offended you so much. I never imagined it would have brought such a strong reaction. Me having the strong reaction? Yeah, he's definitely trying to fuck me at this point. That you even took the time to remove me from your Christmas list. I have not opened my Christmas list since last Christmas. I did this. I crumpled your envelope. You'll probably still get a Christmas card this year. I don't care. Ooh. Enjoy it. It's probably the only one you'll get if this is how you act. I don't take people off my Christmas list. I don't give a shit. I'm making sure you're not on my fucking Christmas list.
Ooh.
Even when I get Christmas cards returned, I assume that it was just a one-time fuck-up and I'll send one again. I haven't removed one person from my Christmas list. Still, I do not apologize for anything I said.
Guys, I'm a little sleepy, so I might take like a couple hour nap. Like a damn house cat. And come back in a couple hours. Because, bruh, I would do this, but I don't want to do it while I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't make no sense. But yeah, I'll see you guys in like an hour or two. I wake up from my nap, whatever. I was gonna go smoke, but I'm like, fuck, I'm way too tired. All right, see you guys in an hour or so, or a couple hours.